Yes, guys, how we doing, man? Hopefully you guys are well. Yes, who we got in the chat then today? We've got Mr. Skies, Mashy Boy, the Mad Hatter, Phil Foden, Kubas, Dash, Marie Clark, Lizzie, Sam Somerville, yes, Harry Briggsy, Zohi, Mr. Skies Still, Cronenberg, Abu Bukar, Logan, Fred, TT, Rune Dogs, Fred, Jilly, Toes, Josh, KFC Nation, Condinio, Sam Gallagher, yes, how you guys doing, man? Hopefully you guys are all doing well, man. Bit of a weird one today. Obviously, get the big win, don't we, against Liverpool. However, there's a little bit of negativity around, and it's around a certain player, Kalvin Phillips. We're going to get into it, exactly what's gone on here. Some of you might not have seen exactly what's happened, and we'll get into that in just a second. Before we do, make sure you drop a like on the stream if you've not done so already, man. We're currently on 51 likes, 200 people in the stream right now. Let's get those likes up past 75, man. 25 people hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. If you want to help support the channel, you can download the free One Football app. The link is in the description, completely free to download. Get all your in-game stats, in-game commentary, and much more completely free on your phone using the link in the description. One Football, go get yourselves on it. Yes, Charlie, thanks a lot for rejoining the Xtra Club, man. I appreciate the support, brother. Right, okay, let's get into it. What's happened here then, guys? People want to know what is going on with the title of the video. What's happened with Kalvin Phillips? Well, I'll tell you what's happened. Obviously, he didn't play a single minute of football at the World Cup, which, some people might say, yeah, I mean, that ain't too, like, you can't really read too much into that. They've got Declan Rice. He's obviously got Henderson, who he's trusted for a long time. Didn't get any minutes against Liverpool. However, not great. Obviously, wasn't on the bench for the game against Liverpool. We got told that he wasn't injured. He's just not fit. Okay, what does that exactly mean? Is it just mean he's lacking some match sharpness? Well, apparently not. Apparently, somehow, despite being in Qatar for a month, he's managed to come back overweight, which is a direct quote from the guys who were reporting this, which is a real shame. Because I'm not entirely sure how this has happened, to be honest with you. Pep Guardiola said he's not injured. He arrived overweight. For me, for the manager to come out and say that's kind of strong. You know what I mean? That's kind of mad how the manager's come out and said, yeah, this guy's overweight. Like, I feel I don't think Pep's particularly happy with this. You know what I'm saying? And I can only say that because of the comment that he's made there. The Pep Guardiola then said, I don't know why he returned overweight. He didn't arrive in the condition to do training sessions and to play. It was then asked, were England responsible for this? He said, no, absolutely not. When he'll be ready, he will play because we need him. We need him a lot. So guys, thoughts on this? Kind of crazy how we've got a player and he's come back from the World Cup overweight. What's going on here? Hey, Charlie, member for 2, says, yes, Phillips got an assist to Rashford. Didn't play much after that, though. Oh, did he actually play? Yeah. I must have missed that then, bro. What else we got here? We got Marshy Boy, yes, member for 3, says, hi, LB, the Phillips situation is a problem, but I don't think it's a big problem. I'm looking forward to the Premier League, and big up Obeyed. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a big problem in the sense that it should get resolved pretty soon. You know what I mean? He'll be on like a programme now, and he'll get sorted. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed. There's 2 reasons I'm disappointed here, guys. One, that he's come back in from the World Cup in a shape that is not suitable to play Premier League professional football. And 2, I said this throughout the World Cup. I believe that Kalvin Phillips should have come back sooner, right? And people will say, oh yeah, but, the club gave the players the dates to come back to. Well, yes, that's true. The players did get told a date to come back to. However, according to the latest news, Laporte, he came back sooner than the date that had been agreed. Nathan Ake had come back sooner than the date that had been agreed. Them 2 players got the date from Manchester City. You lads need to come back on this date. And they went, nah, you know what? I'm coming back sooner than this. And I just feel for a player that was signed for big money in the summer, who's been injured all season, I just feel I would have liked, I'm not saying he had to, because clearly the club gave him a date. And if he's come back on the date, difficult to criticise him for that, isn't it? What I'm saying is, though, I would have liked to have seen him come back a little bit sooner and really show that he's knuckling down, that he wants to play and he wants to get some first team minutes. if you actually look at what's happened, he's not come back early, which isn't really, like I say, that's not really a thing that you can criticise him for that much because he's been told a date. And then he's come back in a condition that's not suitable to play football. So for me, I just look at that and go, do you care? Do you care? And I'm sorry, that's the only sort of feeling that I can get, because I'm not going to be like, oh, shit happens. No, it doesn't. Not when you're a professional footballer. So I can't lie, I'm a little bit miffed off with what's he called, with Phillips, to be honest with you, and that's just how I feel. Do you know what I'm saying? I just feel like if he would have come back sooner, I'm not talking a week, I'm just talking 2 or 3 days earlier, in a decent condition, that then shows me that, yeah, this guy's ready, man. He wants it. He's going to fight for it. The opposite has happened. Dave Rocky, yes, with a $10 donation. Yes, bro. So, yes, lads. Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas, everyone. Pep usually backs his players in press conferences, but never forget when Walker got sent off last season in the UCL and Pep gave him stick. Pep is pissed off with Kalvin Phillips. I agree. Cundino with a 179 says Kalvin Phillips shouldn't have gone to the World Cup in the first place. Possibly, you know what I mean? That's I guess is a kind of different situation. But you would have thought, though, that him going to the World Cup and being in those daily training sessions would have sort of aided him in being in a match fit condition. No, not the other way round. Not the other way round. Charlie with a 2, have a good Christmas, mate. Entertain us all. Cheers, bro. You too, man. You too. Let's read out some of your comments on this one now. Let's have a look what you guys are saying. Let's have a look. Marshy boy, we're that rich we forgot Phillips existed. Lizzie says he doesn't look committed for sure. That's the only impression that you can really take from this. And I don't think that's being too harsh. I mean, the facts are the facts. He's come back in a condition somehow after the World Cup, not being in a position to play. That's the only sort of conclusion I can draw from it. Dash said Aguero was overweight and Pep went ballistic on him. Phillips needs to know what he signed for. This isn't Leeds United, it's Manchester City, and we don't accept piss poor mentality and discipline. Let's have a look. Zoheeb says everyone calm down. He's overweight, sports science wise, not general lifestyle wise. That's true. However, you know, he should be making sure, for me, he comes back in a condition ready to go. Do you know what I mean? He certainly must be in a condition, Zoheeb, that is pretty poor for Pep to call him out. I mean, you know what I mean? You can sort of understand he's been away for a month. He's had a week off, 10 days off. He comes back in slightly not peak condition. I'd be surprised if he did come back in fully peak condition. But for him to call him out, they're very strong words. I don't actually like the words that Pep's used. I think, you know, I'm not really into all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Saying like, yeah, you're fat, you know what I mean? Or overweight. The actual words that he used for it. So for him to say that, Pep, just makes me feel that, nah, something ain't right here. Something ain't right. Let's have a look. Sergio says he doesn't care. I hope that's not true, man. I hope that's not true. Rune Dogs with an 8 says I have a feeling he was never fit to go to the World Cup. Maybe he got rushed back too soon and hasn't paid off. He probably wasn't fit to go to the World Cup, Rune Dogs. However, he's been training with the England team for what, 3 or 4 weeks in a very hot country. I struggle to see how you've not managed to get into a better condition. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Keep your comments flying in here, guys. I'll read as many out as possible. Let me see if there's any other comments from Pep Guardiola. We obviously got the news as well that Ruben Diaz is out with an injury. He's probably not going to be back until the end of January, which is a little bit disappointing. Luckily for us, we're not doing too bad on the injuries with our centre-backs at the moment. Obviously, you've got Ake, Laporte, Stones, Akanji, so you know it's not the worst situation in the world, but still a little bit disappointing to see that from Diaz. I doubt Southgate runs intense training, says Cronenberg. That's probably true, and you probably won't be doing intense training in Qatar. However, you're still training. You're still going out on the pitch every day, running around, you know, doing exercise. It's just what's happened is, for me, the complete opposite of what should have happened. Do you know what I mean? And didn't he come on for the Chelsea game? He did. So he played 40 minutes against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup before the World Cup. So clearly Pep thought that he was good enough to play against Chelsea for a bit because he played 40 minutes. He's then gone to the World Cup and come back, and in the same competition, the Carabao Cup, Pep's then gone, nah. You know, it's not. It doesn't make sense. It's the opposite way round of what you expect to happen. Let's have a look at some more. Let's have a look at some more comments. He's unfit, says Kai. Well, that's apparently what it is. Osmodus, I'm sure Pep feels he was fit enough to go to the World Cup and train with England for 6 weeks. Where are the fitness results? He expected him to come back ready. That's it, Osmodus. That's what I think. And even if he comes back and he's not 100% fit, which I keep saying I don't think we would have expected him to be 100%, at least be on the position to be on the bench. The guy didn't even make the bench. It's very, very strange. The reason Kalvin Phillips returned overweight is likely due to his recent shoulder surgery, as well as England's lower intensity training. Possibly. I don't, it's difficult, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, do you? You don't know what's happening. But what I would say is, I'd like to see Phillips now dial himself in, which I'm sure he will do. And really help us. Because I tell you what, guys. He's got a massive role to play this season, Phillips. A huge role. We're going to need him. You think Rodri's going to be able to play every game to the end of the season? No chance. So Phillips is going to need to be ready. We're going to need him this season. I hope this is just a small blip. I think Pep... Sorry, guys. I think Pep coming out and saying what he said is strong. He's very, very strong. And, hopefully he'll respond to that and come back and help us out, which we need. We need him to help us out. We need him to help us out this season. Look at the fixtures. No wonder Pep is fuming. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? And again, we don't really know what the condition is. How bad is it? How long is he going to be out for? Do you know what I mean? Is it going to be a couple of days? Will he be in training now? Will he be on a bench for Leeds? Who knows? I mean, for him, surely that's a disaster if he's not on the bench for Leeds. And surely he want to play that. I mean, basically, we need him for going into these Chelsea games, isn't it? You got Chelsea, Southampton United, Tottenham, Wolves, Tottenham, Villa, Arsenal. That we need him there. We need him. He's going to be playing big football matches. You guys are overblowing it. He'll be back for Thursday, says Unknown Prince. I think he'll be back pretty quick, mate. But I don't think it's overblown at all. You've got to look at the words Pep Guardiola used and the fact that he didn't even make the bench. I don't think that's overblown whatsoever. I think, if anything, it's underblown. Let's have a look. Yeah, says Tash here in the chat says the other English boys managed to come back in shape, so can't criticise the England camp. He's probably more predisposed to weight gain. Needs to learn City discipline to keep Pep's standards. Yeah, and again, and this is probably another thing. City will probably be learning about Phillips now as well. Do you know how we've got Haaland? When Haaland went to the Norway camp in September or something like that, City sent his a medical guy with Haaland to Norway. Because he needs a special routine. I wonder if Phillips needs a special routine to continue. I don't know. But yeah, there you go. Kalvin Phillips. Hopefully he comes back soon. I don't know how long it's going to be until he comes back, man. Hopefully he's back in the next couple of days. Just a repeat of the comments from Pep Guardiola if you just missed it. Pep Guardiola said, he's not injured. He arrived overweight. I don't know why. He didn't arrive in the condition to do training sessions and to play. A reporter went on to ask, but he's been away with England with nutritionists. No, it's not England, absolutely. That's why he cannot play. When he'll be ready, he will play because we need him a lot. When asked if that was disappointing, Guardiola added, it's a private conversation with Kalvin. It's not really private though, is it? Because you've come out and fucking said it. You've come out and said it, lad. Coutinho, England weren't go to do something special. Bumgate. Don't know what that means, Coutinho, brother. I don't know what that means. Quandy says he's back in training today. Good. 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 That's what we want, man. Yeah. You guys are funny, man. You guys are funny. Anyway, that's it from Pep Guardiola on the Kalvin Phillips situation. Like I say, it sounds like he's back in training now. Hopefully he responds positively to this and he comes back, because, guys, we're going to need him. Leeds, Everton, Chelsea, Southampton, Man United, Tottenham, Wolves, Tottenham, Villa, Arsenal. This next 2 months is absolutely huge for this football club in the competitions that we're in. And we got, what we got. Premier League, Carabao Cup, quarter-final, FA Cup, third round. And then, you could also say we've got the first leg, I've got the first leg of the Champions League. So in the next 2 months, we're going to be playing in every competition we've got. And Kalvin Phillips, for me, in my opinion, is going to be a crucial part to that squad. So hopefully he returns well. And I've also got to say, you know what I mean? You've got to give him a little bit of slack there, because it's not had it easy, football-wise. He signed for City, gets injured straight away in that stupid friendly that we played. Respect the charity donations and that, but still, it's a bit dumb. And then he's been out all season when he really wanted to make a mark. Goes to the World Cup, don't play, comes back, gets slagged off. He's probably not got it easy, but he might be going through a bit of a rough time. You know what I mean? He's probably going through a little bit of a rough time. So, anyway, hopefully he comes back strong. That's what we want to see. And, other than that, guys, I mean, there's not really too much else to say, to be honest with you. I don't want to just, chat for chatting's sake, you know what I'm saying? So I'll probably just wrap it up here. Have a good Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. Christmas in how many hours? I don't know. How many hours is it? 3 o'clock, so 7. About 9 hours. It's Christmas Eve. Christmas in 9 hours. Coutinho, he wasn't going to miss out on anything in the World Cup. Yeah, he probably wasn't. He wasn't, you know what I mean? He wasn't. Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone. Hopefully you guys are chill. Will we be doing a stream tomorrow? Nothing scheduled, but if I've got a little bit of time, I'll try and jump on, man. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people, out there might live on their own or whatever, so I'll try and get on just so people can, see a friendly face. I say a friendly, I don't know. Might not be friendly face, but we'll try and jump on tomorrow, man. Have a great Christmas to everyone. If I don't jump on tomorrow, probably will be on a Boxing Day. I will be on a Boxing Day if I can get on before all the games kick off. I'm not doing any watch-alongs on Boxing Day. I'm out with my mates, man, so nothing on Boxing Day. I might try and jump on in the morning, and then obviously 27th, preview and all that, so we'll get back on that, you know what I mean, big content with Leeds coming up. So yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of the day. Have a good Christmas tomorrow. Hopefully I'll jump on tomorrow and see you guys. If not, have a good day, man. Make sure you enjoy it. Spend time with your family if you can. And peace out. See you later.
you.